Let me put my glasses on. Let me share my screen. Okay. And where are we? Here we go. Ultron is a DeFi, decentralized finance and blockchain technology company. Back in 2020, they started developing this system. They started developing all of their software. So they didn't use your money. They didn't use my money like many of the other deals that are out there in the MLM space. They had a mission. They went and grabbed it by the tail and they ran with it. They've been in development for 24 months. They're the first and only layer 1 blockchain with its own native applications. I'll explain that a little bit later. They've got a lot of senior developers there. They are Ethereum compatible, and they launched their blockchain back in June of this year. This is now November. Okay, so they've got their white paper, they've got their light paper. You can go read all about their tokenomics at ultron.foundation. Ultron.foundation. Let me talk about some of the partners and ecosystems that are surrounding Ultron. They've got a marketing organization called Ninja who does all of the promotions. And we're going to talk a little bit about Mavie, who actually are building a community. And right now today, Mavie has brought on board and put in front of the faces of 150,000 people around the world. So we've got a community. We've got Ayana Tattoo Art. She got an NFT. Many of us have already purchased. I've met her in person. She's very much a personable person to get along with, and she's an artist in her own right. We've got Fidelity Finance. They're the audit company. They've audited all of the code. We've got Devla, who's going to be very instrumental in the creation of the Ultron metaverse with a football theme. So let's talk about this ecosystem. Those were the partners, but the ecosystem is a decentralized DEX, done. Blockchain Explorer, done. Gaming, coming. Layer 1, done. Metaverse coming first quarter of next year. NFT already done and more to come. Launchpad coming soon. Farming already here. Staking here. Lending here. And we've got the Launchpad that is coming soon. Here, where is Ultron today? They're listed in CoinMarketCap. CoinMarketCap, for those of you who don't know, is an aggregator of data in the cryptocurrency space. That's all they are. CoinGecko listing all of our prices. DeFi Llama, PancakeSwap, on and on. Binance have them listed as well. Okay, Trust Wallet, MetaMask, Nomics, I could go on and on and on. So they have a huge presence already. This is not for play. This is for real. We're going to talk about, for those of you who've never heard about cryptocurrency, what is it? It's a digital, non-tangible. You can't smell it, you can't touch it, you can't eat it, you can't feel it. But it is a digital payment system on the internet that doesn't rely on banks. You know, have you ever gone into a bank and you put $10,000 in? It's my story. And I change my mind the next day and I go to withdraw the $10,000. This is Bank of America. And they tell me I should have called them up to have an appointment. $10,000. And I'm looking around and I'm seeing all of these people in this huge Bank of American branch. It was huge. They've got money galore, vendors, small business owners, consumers. And they told me I couldn't get my $10,000 out. See, that's what we call a middleman. That's what we call centralization. And I'm going to talk a lot about decentralization, getting rid of that middleman who dictates what we can do with our money, with our finances to change our lives. That's what cryptocurrency is all about. It's a peer-to-peer system that enables you and I to send and receive payments, just like Western Union and MoneyGram, except for they're less expensive and they're faster in a matter of seconds, in a matter of minutes. They're recorded on a public ledger. What's a ledger? You know, for those accountants that are out there, the ledger that you use in accounting for your credits and your debits, your expenses, right, and your income and revenues. But this one is public. And everyone can see it because that's what we call transparency. We don't get that without financial institutions, the insurance companies, the banks, right? 401k plan, what have you. All cryptocurrencies stored in a digital wallet. The first cryptocurrency was Bitcoin. Back in 2009, I remember someone told me about it in 2009, and what I said was, that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. But then as we go forward to 2016, that's when I bought my first Bitcoin at $500. And I said, I will never turn down anything someone tells me about until I looked at it. Because I made a big mistake when I said it was the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I tell you, I would have been a multi-billionaire. Yeah, I'm a millionaire, but I could have been a multi-billionaire if I would have done my research, because I am a technologist. And I tell you, it is the best cryptocurrency known today. Many of you have heard about it. Much of the interest in crypto, right, is what? It's for profit. And more recently, there are many projects that are out there, such as Ultron, which is what I'm presenting to you today. To give you some little background history, all the way back there in 2012, 3 years after Bitcoin was created, it was 30 cents. We're going to fast forward and you take a look at what we have here. Let me move this up a tad. You're going to see what we have here back in 2018, right? Look at it, $15,000. I didn't stutter. Maybe I did, but what we're talking about, from 30 cents to $15,000 in 3 years. And then let's look at 2020, 2021, all the way up to $60,000. It was 1 cent, it was free. But of course, Bitcoin is very volatile. It goes up and it falls, just like any investment instrument that you're in, any store of value. So those who hold on, who have held on like me, we're still holding. And every 4 years, what happens is it goes down and loses a humongous amount of its value. I don't care, because I know, because of the pattern and the trends that we've experienced since 2009, every time it goes down and hit rock bottom, it comes back up and make an all-time high. And this is what I'm talking about with cryptocurrency. Some of you guys are saying it's a scam. You know, yeah, Jamie Lemon of JP Morgan said it was a scam. Hold on, I'm going to talk about that a little bit. He was fooling you, and I told you guys not to listen to him, and I can show you my Facebook post. So let's talk about the return of investment of Bitcoin with traditional assets, such as gold and the Standard & Poor's 500 stock market, right? 1 year, Bitcoin 275%. Gold, 17%. Standard & Poor's, 19%. I can continue on. Let's go down to 5 years. Bitcoin, 500, listen to this, and 56,884% increase. Gold, 8%. Standard & Poor's, the stock market, the top 500 corporations in the world, 191%. So I tell you, Bitcoin outperforms all traditional assets over any time frame on this planet. And you can't deny that if you do the real work and look at the facts. See, and how much would you have if you had invested just $1,000 in the following assets 10 years ago? Amazon, you have 16,610. That's pretty good for $1,000. Apple, you will have about 13,000. Bitcoin, you would have 4.7 million. Look at Google, you would have had $9,700. Gold, only about, well, less than what you put in, which was $1,000. Microsoft, right? Standard & Poor's 500, $4,600 on a $1,000 investment. I tell you, Bitcoin beat them all hands down. You can say what you want to say about Bitcoin in cryptocurrency, but let's look at the facts. If you get into a deal that accepts cryptocurrency and they scam you, it's not cryptocurrency that was the scam, it is that deal. Look at 1910, when the Federal Reserve was created, and you look at the purchasing power of the United States dollar. Now let's fast forward to, let me go back. Let's fast forward to 1930, right? That's when Franklin D. Roosevelt, the president, issued an executive order 6102 making gold illegal. And remember, they started confiscating all of our gold, even though that was the backing behind the United States dollar. Let's fast forward. Let's go to like 1945 when we've got Bretton Woods established United States dollar as the world currency. Okay, let's go in 1970. Before 1970s, we had the backing. All the United States dollars was backed by gold. See, when back in 1930, when the president declared all gold illegal, they went in your homes and they took all of your gold. That was the value. Their crap, the dollar wasn't the value, right? And then they said, we're going to make all United States dollars backed by gold, even though they just stole your gold. Back in 1970s, I remember, I'm 62 years of age, I remember when Nixon, he says, no more gold. And that gave the Federal Reserve the right to print United States dollars backed by absolutely nothing. So that's why we are a debt-induced society. And the purchasing power, I remember when I was a child, and when my mother would go to the store for $100, we'll have multiple carts of food and staples and meats and canned goods and toilet paper and all of those things. Today, go to the store with $100. You're going to have 2 plastic bags and you still don't have any toilet paper. Let's fast forward to 2008. That's when we had the financial crisis. Many of you remember, and some of you may not, but let me introduce you to this. People talk about the United States is so powerful. The United States dollar is so powerful, and it is the currency of the world. And that in all of our bank accounts that we had, our savings and our checking, if anything happened, the FDIC is going to insure us up to $250,000. See, my question to you is, why did they not do that in 2008? What did they do? The banks got together with the guys with the cigars and the smoke-filled rooms, and they said, we're all going to go out of business, and they're talking to the government unless you guys help us. And I'm thinking, what happened to FDIC? They said that if something happened and the bank crashed and burned, that my funds are covered. I am insured. I hear a lot of people tell me today that cryptocurrency isn't insured. Well, your money isn't either in the bank, because in 2008, we paid to bail out the bankers. And then they're over there with golden parachutes. They're on yacht parties. They're buying jets. They're all of their homes paid for by the corporations. See, we need to start thinking. We need to start being smart instead of listening to what they're telling us. The purchasing power of the United States dollar is absolutely abysmal. Look at this. From here all the way to here. And I'm telling you guys, if you look at what's going on in the world with the Ukraine and Russian war, I got a whole another theory for you guys on that, but it's not for this presentation. I tell you, it's a nightmare, man. Things are getting ready to happen, and cryptocurrency is going to be your way out. You don't believe me? That's okay, but I'm telling you, this is the way. Let's talk about the adoption rate of cryptocurrency. I remember when I got on board, it said, when I got on board, 2 to 3% of the people in the whole wide world who are utilizing cryptocurrency. So let's talk about the adoption rates of cryptocurrency as well as the internet. Remember when the internet came out, everybody said that thing is not gonna last. That's the dumbest thing we've ever heard. I remember I watching, what was that? Good Morning America or whatever, Brian Gumbel and Katie, and they couldn't grasp what an email was. And I look at that video today and it's rather hilarious because they just didn't get it. And many people on your news channels, in your neighborhoods were saying, I don't want that internet thing. Now, what is it? It is an important part of each and every one of our lives. And it's the same thing with cryptocurrency. When you hear about new technology, the new way of doing things, you're going to have to embrace it. If not now, tomorrow you will. But why not now? when the timing is right, when you can capitalize on what's going on with this new technology. Don't get left out, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. Back here, when you look at the success formula, we're getting there faster. Number of internet users, number of blockchain wallet users, the forecasted number of blockchain wallet users is astronomical. And we have not even touched the tip of that iceberg. And people say, well, who's using Bitcoin? I tell you, these are, you've got Namecheap. I use them all the time to buy my domain names. You've got Save the Children. You got non-profit organizations. You got Subway. You've got Rakuten, Lionsgate, Baidu. You've got all of these companies who are utilizing Bitcoin as a means of payment. You've got Expedia. I use Expedia exclusively for all of my travels. And I travel at least, I'm in Dubai about 200 days out of a year. I go to North Cyprus. I go all of these places. I've bought property in North Cyprus with Bitcoin, $500,000. AT&T, Norwegian Airlines. We've got Wikipedia, Zynga, Microsoft, Overstock. We've got Dish Network, right? The satellite dish company. We've got Nordstrom, BMW, PayPal, Booking.com, which is a competitor to Expedia, but not really. They're really the same company. But all of these places, you still think it's not real. Okay, you're not convinced yet. Let me show you. Wall Street is buying up Bitcoin, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to give you FUD. What I mean by FUD is fear and uncertainty and doubt. They're going to give you FUD because when you get scared and when they say something, you sell at the bottom. You lose your money and they're buying while they're talking crap about it. And I told people that back in 2017 when the institutional investors got involved, when the Chicago Board of Trade got involved, the Chicago Board of Equity, what is that, CBOT. I said, don't get happy. Those guys are smart. Those guys are the big manipulators. Those guys are the whales. Don't listen to them, but people did. And they sold their Bitcoin back then. So Bitcoin, I'm going to show you JP Morgan. I remember JP Morgan, Jamie Dimon, this is him. He says it's a scam. Bitcoin's a scam. But I did my research. And I talked to some people who were working for JP Morgan, some of my colleagues and friends. Guess what? They said, Queen, we've got a Bitcoin desk. I said, really? He's saying that it's a scam, but you guys have a Bitcoin desk that you're selling Bitcoin? Really? Because he wanted all of you guys, the little guys, to sell, and they were buying them up. Let's take a look. Fidelity Investment. Take a look at Grayscale. Wait a minute, let's go back. Take a look at Grayscale and Fidelity Investment. We've got Tesla, Elon Musk. Elon Musk does the same thing. He bought a whole bunch of Bitcoin after he fudded it and said it wasn't nothing. And then when he bought, he started fudding it again. And then you guys listened to them and you sold while he was buying. And I was buying because I know better. So I say all of that to say this. Bitcoin is not going away. Cryptocurrency, we are in the new world of digital currency. You can believe it or not. You can watch your local news, CNN, Fox, or what have you. Now that's all you hear about. The financial news, you've got Kramer, who's got the worst record on the world. You know I'm talking about Kramer. Booyah! Man, all the stocks he referred, they're all in red big time. I tell you, you guys need to really, really, really pay attention to what we have here. There are some scams out there, some rug pulls out there. But see, what I do is I tell people what the parameters to look for in order not to get rug pull. And that is what I saw in Ultron, which is what I'm talking about. Already talking about the crypto market growth, where in 2011 it was $28 and the market capitalization was very small, all the way up to last November when we hit $69,000 for Bitcoin. All the way from 1 cent. Only 13 years, ladies and gentlemen. Look what you missed. Can you afford to miss out again is my question. And every time we hit an all-time high, we lose Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, lose 90% of its value. This has been happening. It's like a 3 to 4 year trend. And what happened? People forget. And so they buy at $20,000 and they sell at what, 15, because they're scared. I don't. This baby went down from $69,000. Today it's all the way down about $16,000 to $18,000, right? That's a huge drop, but it does it all the time. And so it doesn't bother me. And it is projected to be $250,000 in 2025. We don't know about the projections, they're only estimates, but when you look at where we are today and where we were in 2009, 2011, it's undeniable, undeniable. So one of the things for you techies out there that no other blockchain has, not Bitcoin, not Ethereum, not Cardano, not Chainlink, none of them have native apps but Ultron, okay? So again, can you afford to miss it again? Ethereum is a layer 1 network, layer 1 blockchain, just like Ultron is. They started out at 30 cents, all-time high, $4,878. That's a growth of 16,260, guys. You've been rich. BNB, which is a coin created by Binance, which is the #1 exchange on this planet in the cryptocurrency space. Very, very much capitalized and liquid. Started at 20 cents. I got it at $25. $688 was the all-time high. We're talking about a 3,440 times increase. Solana, 20 cents to $259. Fantom, Avalanche, Cardano, look at that. Harmony, if we're looking at Ultron, just started. In June of 2022, they launched their blockchain. I remember when I came on board and I say, I like these guys, but I'm tired of getting in deals that promise me over and over again. 2 months, they deliver nothing. 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, they deliver nothing. And I'm still hoping. And my team has grown. The last deal that I was in, I had 100,000 plus people on this planet in my deal. We brought in $92 million in volume in that company, and all we got was promises. And then they pulled a rug off from underneath us, right? And so I said, I'll never do that again. I need to see that they've created something. So when I got involved with Ultron, I'm gonna talk about Mavie, they say they're gonna build a blockchain. I said, where is it? Wake me when you're done. They said, we're coming, Queen. And they built that blockchain. I said, but it doesn't matter because you have no transparency, right? And so they said, well, we're going to have an Explorer, Queen. And I said, wake me when you're done. And this gone on for weeks. And I said, okay, you got the Explorer. I said, but the problem here is you don't have a way where I can take your coin that's called ULX and cash it out and put it in my bank account. How are you going to get? I've seen other deals out there that you couldn't even do anything with the shit coins that they've given you. They aren't worth anything. I don't want to be in that position. So I didn't tell nobody about this. I said, so when are you guys going to have your decentralized exchange? Remember I talked about the banks. I talked about their centralized banks, the insurance companies. They've got middlemen in between. They dictate what we do with our money, right? That's centralized. With decentralization, it's your own bank. There's no middleman. You want your money back? Go get it. Whatever you want to do with your crypto, you do it. You are in control. That is what cryptocurrency is all about. Ultron, when I came on board, and many of us, it was 1 cent. 4 months later, that was like October, it went up to 13 cents. I believe it's bordering around 6 cents or so right now, but that's still a 6 times increase, right? 6,000%. And so when you're talking about where Ultron is going to go, I'm not going to promise you a rose garden. I'm going to tell you that we started at 1 cent. We're about 6 cents. And where are we going to go? What's the growth going to be? I give you a disclaimer. I don't know, but I tell you about what they're doing, and I'm going to give you a bit of background about that. See, what happens is they have what we call Ultron Staking Hub NFTs. Forget that hard phrase, a bag of coins. We go over there, we buy a bag of coins, and we're going to get 5 years of daily passive rewards in ULX coin. You can compound it. You can choose not to compound it. Auto stake means compounding. You can turn off auto staking. I'm compounding for a year on all of mine. I've got over 1 million of these coins. So every day I wake up and I get 0.2% of a million, right? 0.2% of a million. I'm gonna get my calculator out very quickly. Wait a minute, let me get my calculator out very quickly. Bear with me. Calculator. Because I don't look at the numbers a lot and I don't look at the market a lot because that's how you get heart attacks and ulcers. Many of you do that. Let me go with 1 million. As a matter of fact, I got more than 1 million, but I got about 1 million staked, and I'm going to multiply that by 0.2%, and I'm going to get what? I've got 2,000 tokens every single day that I can take to the exchange and sell it for cash. But I'm not. I am staking it and compounding. First day, I got 1,002,000. Second day, I got 0.2% of that. Third day, on and on and on. That's what we're talking about. See, compounding is the 8th wonder of the world. And if you're not compounding, someone else is, and you're paying. And this is amazing. And how much does these staking hubs cost? Pay attention. $300, okay, for the minimum. $500, $1,500, $5,000, $12,500, all the way up to $300,000. So you could be a little guy, you could be a big guy. And we've got people who are buying these staking hubs or these bags of coins, and they're staking them over and over again every day. Now you can go over to Ultron and buy the coins. But if you come with Mavie, which is what I'm going to be talking about, our affiliate marketing agency that created a team or created a community of over 150,000 members, yes, you get up to 20% discount on the market price. So I keep telling people, I said, why are you going over there to Ultron Dapps to buy when you can buy it from the folks who have exclusive rights to sell the Ultron Staking Hub NFT? You get up to 20% extra ULX coins. You get to earn the daily rewards. You can't do that just by buying the ULX coins over at the exchange. You get the compound. You can't do that over there. And you get up to 20% extra ULX coins. We got forecasts going on. I'm not much of a forecaster, but let's suppose that you compound, you buy $5,000 or Standard Plus Staking Hub NFT. You're going to get, assuming that the market price is 10 cents, you're going to get 57,500 tokens, not tokens, coins. Coins as if they have their own blockchain, and Ultron does. After the first year, if you stake for just 12 months, you have 115,000 ULX coins. And you started with $5,000 and 57,500 ULX. After the second year, now you've got 167,000. That's 190%. Assuming that the current price is 20 cents, you're going to have $33,000 is going to be the value. Man, it's crazy for a $5,000 cash outlay. I tell you guys, don't miss this like you missed all of the rest. Do not miss this. And if you talk about their growth potential, the growth potential of any coin, the growth potential of any cryptocurrency project is dependent upon what are they creating, what is their utility, what are they bringing to the table. And these are some of the things that I looked at when I sat in Ultron and Mavie for 6 weeks, and I did not move, and I did not tell anyone. I wanted to make sure that they delivered on everything, and yes, indeed, they did. They delivered on their blockchain. They delivered on their transparent explorer. They delivered on their decentralized exchange. They delivered on 5 bridges to the major blockchain: Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, Avalanche, Fantom, and Polymath. Is that Polymatic? Whatever, it's Matic. Polygon, which is Matic. They've done it. They've created it. That's when I started saying, now I can share it with the world globally. So all these things that they're doing, being listed on listing sites such as Binance and Coinbase, and partnering with Ibana, a tattoo artist for our NFTs, and being having our metaverse, which is going to launch the first quarter in 2023. The lending and borrowing coming soon. We're already on PancakeSwap and Uniswap. We are. I tell you, they're doing what they said they were going to do. So they said that in 2002 that they're going to be 1 cent. You know what? In 2002, they got to 13 cents. It came down, yes. They have conservative estimates. They said in 2023 will be 10 cents. Again, 2022, they got up to 13, 14 cents. But we've gone down. We're about 6 cents now. So this is a good prediction. 10 cents next year. It could be more. It could be less. Their growth potential is dependent upon what they deliver, ladies and gentlemen. We talk about daily, weekly, and monthly passive reward. You come on board and you buy those Staking Hub NFTs or those bag of coins. And if the market price is 10 cents, what you're going to earn every day if you buy a $500 bag of coins, you're going to earn $1. If it's $1 for ULX, the market price, you're going to earn $10 every single day. In the month, that means 10 times 30, that's $300. If you buy the $5,000 Standard Plus bag of coins, and then you'll be earning every day $12 if the price is 10 cents, or $120 if the price is $1. I think you get what I'm talking about. Monthly, if it is 10 cents and you have a $500 Staking Hub NFT or bag of coins, $30 every month, every month, every month. But when it's $1, $300 every month. And most people, all they want is $300 to $500 a month extra to pay their bills. You can get that here. You can get that here if you can hold on for a year. I'm going to show you another way where you can get some today money as well. I tell you, guys, this is something for the little people. It's something for people who don't have a lot of money. It's not necessarily millionaire and people who are making $100,000 a year, people who are making $30,000 a year. Everybody can get involved if you have $300 or more, all the way up to $300,000. Come on board, guys. This is like better than anything you've ever seen. Do your own research, not on blogs. Read their white paper at Ultron Foundation. Read their light paper at Ultron Foundation. Look at what they've done with their blockchain. I believe we've got 2 million transactions. I can't remember. Well, we've got Telegram, we've got Facebook, we've got WhatsApp, all of the new updates. We've got NFTs, we've got a metaverse coming. Boy. So why Ultron and not the other projects that are out there? Because they promise a lot and deliver little. Blockchain launched June 1st. June 1st was when I actually came on board and still didn't promote it. Still didn't tell anyone about it. The fixed daily staking rewards for 5 years. Not if you go over there to the Ultron Exchange, but you come in through Mavie. They're partnering with the biggest NFT and metaverse development company, right? They got big goals, $1 billion in total value lot dApps. And I tell you, people are going to be building on top of that blockchain, and we're going to blow this up. They're the fastest growing layer one blockchain in the world with strategic partners all over the world, guys. So can you afford to miss this again? 99% of the people missed all layer one blockchain profits. I got into Ethereum when they had their ICO, when they were pennies on a dollar. They end up going up, I don't know, $3,000, $4,000. Imagine. I got it cheaply, 20 cents. Bitcoin, I blew that, but I got it for $500. Look where it is now. And I held. I spent some too. If you look at Ethereum and you look at Bitcoin and you look at Ultron, I don't know where Ultron's gonna go, but I tell you what, they are surpassing today all other layer one blockchains. What do you want to do? You want to sulk? You want to call it a scam? You know, I always tell people that people miss opportunities. Those who call every deal a scam, they end up missing that opportunity. You need to learn, and this is what we do. We teach you how to analyze, because we've been in some crappy deals. We've been hurt, many people, but we learn. And when we learn and when we know better, we're going to do better. And that's what we're doing here with Ultron and Mavie. Can you afford to miss it again? Can you afford to miss it again? I'm not here, not share.